So
Start over again.
start over. Yeah, we good now?
We live?
We're live again. Here we go.
We're graphic designers.
I think we're live on YouTube right now. Jake's got us all set up. We can't see what it looks like for our end, but we're here. So thank you, whoever is on. We're gonna do this thing live for the next hour. So I'm stoked to be here.
Heck yeah. Usually we got microphones, so it's a little
Yeah,
different,
I got nothing to hold on to. So I got my
You get the stress ball?
draw shit stress ball pencil here. So I'll hold on to that.
Got nothing.
75 live. Needed to do something a little special. Dustin's ideas are usually pretty fucking extreme, so
This is actually not my idea. I think this is David's idea.
Yeah.
So shout out to David. So
if it was Dustin's idea, we'd be in a fucking air balloon right now.
yeah, or on the roof, or on a boat, or floating down the river, or
Yep.
something like that.
We'll do that shit for 100.
All right, love it. Yeah, if anybody has any ideas, put it in the chat. What should we do?
Yeah, because we're live. Team is here, doing some work in the background. Frankie's out sick today.
Everyone say what up.
But everybody's back here working along. So if you have any questions for Dustin, anybody here, anybody on the team, hit us up and we'll answer those today. It's going to be a lot of Q&A. We got a couple portfolios we're going to roll through. And yeah, we're just going to hang out, kind of do it live.
Heck yeah.
So
Love it, dude. So yeah, what are we starting with?
I think Jake's going to play the intro.
Okay. All right.
All right, so we're back. So if you just watched that intro, we haven't addressed it yet. We need a new intro.
Yeah.
Jake knows this, but it has the RV. We no longer have the RV. We have a van. We have some dope animations with the van already from Frankie.
Yep.
So
we need to input that in there. Maybe in the next week or two we can.
Yep.
Maybe 76 we'll have it done.
True. Jake, put that on your plate.
Just add it to the top of your list.
Yes. All right, let's jump in. So we asked people for some questions over the last couple weeks. So I think we're going to run through some of those. If other ones pop up in the live, we'll try and address that. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, the first one's great here. I think this is a great question. I think we talk about this a lot.
We do.
So who's that? Summers?
Cons?
Summer K.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on designers having multiple logos for their own personal branding? And I think if you know us and familiar with our brand, we have a million logos. We could probably grab a poster around here and show you, but we got at least 20 that we use. So it's something that we do and it's fun. So why not have multiple? As long as they feel like they're done with it from the same person, and it fits like naturally.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, and when we did all of ours, there was kind of a cohesive plan to a poster and a bit of a reason for it, you know. So I think it works for some people. I think it doesn't work for other people. We have a lot of logos, and they're done by everybody on the team.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So if, say, you or me just tried to create 25 logos, I don't know if that's the best idea.
Totally. I mean, we have so many different use cases, from these mugs to hats to all kinds of stuff. I think it just makes sense, for us and our team. I mean, we have a ton of them here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Danique.
Yeah. So kind of for us, it's like that is kind of a collaboration of the team, and it kind of shows a big range of, all the different team members kind of pitching in on what Lincoln is. So for us, it works because we are a team. If you were going to try that on your own,
maybe 3.
I would limit it, 3 to 5,
Yeah. I mean, it's just, again, we're just having fun with it. You know what I mean? It's like, we're not lawyers and doctors. It doesn't really matter. Just have fun with it. And as long as they look like they come from the same wrist, why not?
Exactly. Yep. Cool. All right. Moving on. Chris Johnson asks, is there a long-term goal in terms of size, scale, number of employees? So I wouldn't say there's like a definitive long-term goal or like head count. To me, it's always just been very slow growth, strategic, not just adding a bunch of people based on like a client or being busy for a couple months. I think that's when shit goes sideways, or you end up having to lay off a bunch of people. So to me, it's always been very slow. It's taken 10 years to get to the 15 team members we have now. So it was always like, basically, 1 or 2 people a year. So if the necessity grows, yes, we're going to add people, but not for no apparent reason. So.
Yeah, I mean, even from my perspective, it's like the bigger you get, the more, kind of stuff you have to do that's not fun. So it's just, a little more management and stuff like that. So there's definitely a balance between a 15-person studio and a 50-person studio, that makes it just not fun, you know, so.
Yeah, and I don't have any vision for like a 50-person studio. I do think there's like a nice sweet spot in between like 20 and 30. I know some people with studios that size, you can get a lot of, really good work done. But you start going past like 30 people, and now you got HR, you got a lot of things that need to happen.
Totally. I mean, I think it's like company culture is first almost in that way. When you're that big, it's like, can you even maintain that culture?
Yeah. Yep. All right, moving on. Ooh, go ahead.
Abubakar Designs asks, how did you build trust and gain such high-profile clients? And what are your thoughts with the future of design with AI? Well, the first question, I mean, I think we talk a lot about Dan starting at DC, 20, 30 years ago. I think that was kind of like the base foundation with the network that he built. And from there, just, he has that great base. And then as those people move to different companies, Dan's still friends with them. So he's able to, still reach out to whoever, Billy Bob over at whatever company. And then from there, maybe he moves 5 years later to a different company. And then you meet a couple other people. So I would say that was the base of it all.
Yeah, that's what I've talked about, like with freelancers or young designers. Like you have to network. You have to have a base of kind of clients and people in the industry or whatever industry you're in. Maybe it's beer. You got to develop some kind of network. So much of what we do is word of mouth. There isn't a great way to advertise for what we do.
Yeah.
You can't go get a sales rep and go try and sell your design product. So it is all about reputation, word of mouth. Do great work, you'll get more work. People will talk about it. They'll talk about you, the experience. So it's a slow process.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you just got to keep grinding and keep trying. And to Dan's point, it's like we tried the sales rep thing briefly, and it's like it's really tough to go and sell. Unless you're trying to be Fiverr style and sell $100 logos, that might be easier, but that's obviously not what we do. So I would say it's more challenging that way.
Yeah, for sure.
And then future of design with AI, that's a good question. I think if you asked all the people here, you would get a different answer from everybody. So I don't know if there's a definitive answer to that. So it's kind of like, to me, it's just a tool. How you're going to use it, you have to use it like, in a smart way. We're not going to just have it input or output us illustrations that we're going to use directly, but it is a tool and you can't just shy away from it, So, I mean, I personally am horrible at writing, so I'll use it for writing help and stuff like that. So maybe it's an ideation stage, component, but I think it's definitely touchy, and people in the comments might be getting pissed. But it's definitely a double-edged sword in a way.
Yeah, at this kind of stage in the game, using it for writing and comps and things like that, and just generating ideas, I think is great.
Totally.
Taking it much further than that, trying to develop final artwork and designs with it, like I would stay away from it.
It shows.
It does show. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a technology where, it's like, imagine in the past where you're like, oh, the internet's coming, like, hey, let's not use the internet, like it's gonna, and then what happened to those companies? I mean, it took 20 years, but they're not around anymore. So just like the fax machine and the digital camera and stuff, it's a tool and you have to use it that way, but.
Well, as all those things came out, everybody was scared, like, oh, it's gonna replace us, photographers, digital cameras. Oh shit, we're done now as a photographer, like that's gonna replace my job. And it's just another tool. It's a very powerful tool, and I think it is going to replace some things. But it's similar to when a lot of things have come out, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say embrace it. You know what I mean? Again, to Dan's point, don't output final art as is. You know what I mean? And I think it's used for something different. Yeah, if you want to, let's say, build a shed, you can output build plans that are just ready to go. And why spend tens of hours trying to develop that yourself when you can it'll just output it ready to go. So. It's just different. Obviously, that's not design, but yeah, I would say don't be scared of it.
Yeah, get in there. All right, the Heisman, he asks, what's everyone's biggest inspiration? All right, we might have to go around the room here.
Yeah,
Get
shoot.
some people to pop up.
Yeah, I
Jake,
mean,
we want to go walk the room or have people pop over here? Let's pull them over? All right, cool. Let's do this. Nick, you're first up, closest. Pop in here.
yeah, short and sweet.
Short and sweet, yeah, biggest inspiration.
I would just say art in general. For me, mainly like tattoos.
Okay.
I love tattoos, so I try to incorporate that into all my work.
Yep,
some
yeah.
way.
Cool.
So,
perfect, yep. Love that. Who we got?
David?
David.
Hey. I'd say probably one of my biggest inspirations is movies.
Oh yeah,
Um,
watch out for David and his movies.
And I think
He's
it's
got
kind
a lot of
of
knowledge.
it's kind of useful if you can take inspo from something that isn't like one-to-one with what you do, because you're not at risk of like ripping it off. You know, like how do you make a movie look like a design? Like that's for you to figure out.
True.
So
It's just a feeling, you know.
yeah, it's a feeling exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good source of inspo.
Heck
That's
yeah.
cool. David.
All right.
David's got some
well,
wicked knowledge on the movie scene.
One more, we'll pull Jordan over. Last but not least.
Interrupting everybody's work here, but we're live.
What's
So.
up, internet? I'd say inspiration. I look at like signage, menu designs, all this stuff in the wild, and like vintage shit, books. Just like the people that have done it in the past that did it without cool technology. Like in my opinions, those are some of the coolest designs, and try to pull from some of that stuff.
Perfect.
Later.
Dan, how about you? What's your biggest inspiration?
Jordan kind of stole one of mine there, but
Okay.
books for me,
Yeah.
like, you know, I like printing books, I like buying books, looking through them, going back years later for inspiration, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much that's there. You forget about, you kind of flip back through it and you're like, oh shit. And then usually a lot of what's in the books you don't find online, you know, which
Yep.
I like, so.
I mean, shoot, I'm going to throw us a curveball. So we're talking about books. We got
Yep.
some sick books over here. Do you want
Yep.
to just touch on those real quick?
Oh yeah, let's do that. So shout out,
Oh, no.
Oh No Type,
Yeah.
James sent us his new book. If you guys haven't seen this, go buy it. It's super sick.
Yeah, I mean, this dude has probably, in my opinion, the best fonts in the game. Probably, you know,
It's like process.
yeah, probably the best font maker of our time. I'm gonna just go out on a whim and say it, but yeah, book is super dope. If you don't follow him, you got to. I mean, his stuff's on Adobe fonts as well, so you can go test drive him over there and not have to really pay any extra money for it.
True.
I'm not sure. I think it's only a part of his catalog. You might want to double check that, but yeah, dude's got some heat in here. So level up your designs with his stuff.
And it's cool when you get a book and look at a book like this. Like, I mean, it's full process on building fonts, but like from a lot of different angles.
Oh, yeah.
His sketches in here,
Yeah,
like
dude
the
is legit.
sketchbook pages,
Yeah.
like this page, like fucking fire.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's definitely inspiring for
yeah,
sure.
it's so rad. So yeah, you gotta grab this. It's new, definitely worth it.
yeah.
Shout out to James.
One more over there.
Yeah, one more. So we got this one recently. Good design is for everyone. So this is Pepsi's kind of, man, I don't even know what you call this because
First 10 years of Pepsi design and innovation.
So first 10 years. I feel like I think they've been around for 15 years now.
The design studio.
The
you're saying.
design studio, yeah. So they have a design studio in New York that was set up, I want to say it was 15 years ago. This is 10-year anniversary book. This has been out, I think, for a couple of years.
I mean, printed and distributed by.
yeah, Rizzoli.
So that's a
Yeah,
big time, you know.
Totally. But it's cool. It's a great book. Like, it has such rad, like, just kind of hero images of all their products. And if you don't know Pepsi and you don't really follow their products, like Frito-Lay, chips, food,
All
I
kinds of
honestly
stuff.
think they make more food than they do beverages. So this has all that shit in here. And then it's like shit for China. It's like overseas, you know?
Yeah, it just goes in depth. I mean, we're used to seeing what we see, you know, on the shelves at wherever, Fred Meyer's and stuff. But this is like this Aquafina packaging. I've never seen the sparkling water cans, so you're just gonna see stuff that's, you know, just almost never been seen before. I'm sure it's somewhere, but just not where we shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty dope.
It's definitely worth picking up. They sent it to us because we're doing a
Yeah.
lot of work with them right now. But
Yeah, shout out to Claire.
yeah,
at
Claire
Pepsi.
hooked it up. Yep. So yeah, and then there's the third one. our book. Check it out.
Yeah.
These will be at Adobe Max. Yep. Yeah. So if you want one of those, we got more back in stock. So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Shoot. All right. Well, next.
Portfolios. Ready? Okay.
All right. Let's rock it.
Let's do it. So, portfolio, we asked for people to submit portfolios, if they wanted us to do a review. So,
Yeah.
we're going to do two. I picked out two. So, one thing when like somebody asks, like, hey, present a portfolio, send it to us. It's like other shit, like read the instructions, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of specifically said, and I've said it before, if you can attach a PDF like in the email, and I know it's tough. I mean, the PDFs, they get huge. Keep it to 6 projects, 20 pages or something, 24 pages, and you should be able to get that down to like 10, 12, 14 megs, and then you can email it. What I don't like getting is like a link to somebody's website. I'm busy, so I'm trying to like check it out very quickly. Click on the link, go to the website. If it doesn't take me right to the portfolio, I'm looking around for it. So long story short, 2 of these are ones that they sent a PDF.
They followed the
Yeah,
instructions.
they followed the instructions, which was nice.
I mean,
So,
if it's a PDF, you can have it saved on your desktop or in a folder for future reference. If you need, you need somebody, you
Absolutely.
need a freelance
Yeah.
person, you
Yep.
can just have it at hand. If it's a
Yeah.
website,
Yeah.
good luck remembering that.
Exactly, and I do have a folder like that that's like freelance, and the PDFs are in there. But yeah, me going back and finding like that email and that link, like not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
totally.
So let's jump into it. Jake, you got people can
Coby?
see it. We're up.
Coby.
Coby.
All right.
So Coby Ingram.
Well, starting off with cool color palette, you gotta.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it
it's
looks
cool.
good.
Yeah.
I think just from a value perspective, you got black, white, orange right in the middle.
Yeah.
So you're just hitting all your bases from a value perspective. He
Yeah.
also mentions he's an amateur whistler, which is interesting.
And Bushlight consumer.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
That's
We're more,
cool.
we're
Yeah.
more of the Coors Light guys
Yeah.
around here, but hey, respect. We see that.
I like that. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the cover, Coin Times bestseller, kind of fun little icon up there, which is cool. Don't exactly know what the coin thing is yet. We'll kind of jump into that.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, let's kind of roll through it. Cover.
Yeah, I mean, overall, we see like a distinct style. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
You can already get an idea of what you're going to get going forward, and I think that's good. You don't really want to be showing all these different looks if they're not great looks. So
Yeah.
it's like he seems to already have a style, so you kind of know what you're getting. Especially
Yeah.
if we have a hypothetical freelance project or you're looking for somebody, you know what you're going to get versus like, oh, we kind of, what is it, the saying? Well, I don't know. You do all the shit, but you don't do it that well. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Kind of jack of all trades.
There we go.
Yeah. 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 So rolling into this, one thing that I kind of noticed right away was page size. So a lot of times, we do a lot of PDFs, whether it's for our work or whatever presentation. Always usually 16 by 9. I see why he did this, and you kind of notice at the end. I think at some point he printed this as a book.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
So it is a 2-page spread. I did get some portfolios and some PDFs that were like, I think that it was kind of like an 8.5 by 11 format, like
Yeah.
vertical, which is just bad for. And I had to zoom out to actually get the whole page in there, or you got to go full screen. But it just doesn't fit the screen right. So the kind of just the whole vibe, the whole, is kind of off a little bit.
Totally.
right away.
I'm sure this one was already made and ready to go, but
Yeah.
if you're going to make something specifically for this or whatever you're making it for, just consider the end use.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, back in the day, people used to print shit out, so a lot of our comps were 8.5 by 11. Well,
Yeah.
as we move away from that, 16 by 9 is now our new comp size because generally they're going to just check it out on their screen or their TV or whatever that is. But
For sure.
diving into the work. I mean, at least, hey, we got black and white. We're not seeing a lot of crazy colors here going on. So this is already just a good sign.
Yeah.
Coby knows what he's doing at the very least, you know what I mean? Just by, the way he's showing us these pieces.
Yeah, when we do a lot of like logo kind of first rounds and things, most of the time it's black and white. I mean, clients will get hung up on color right away and start making
yeah.
decisions, and you're like, no, let's like disregard that it's red,
Yeah.
and they can't see past that.
Even, internally, sometimes we have a hard time seeing past that. It's almost just like human nature for us to, I like the color palette here, so I'm already like, oh yeah, sick. Versus if maybe I didn't like orange, it would be, I would already just have like, it's like a first impression as an idea.
Yeah, and if all these logos had color applied to them, this would be a big rainbow mess.
Totally.
You know, so it looks good. I think it's cool layout. Some of these logos are pretty solid.
Yeah, whatever I'm seeing in the bottom right, it's like WF Co or something. I think that's super fun. That might be my personal favorite on the page.
Yep.
It's ownable. You know, you couldn't confuse that with something else. That's almost what a logo in the end needs to be. And that thing, like they do say, it could be really small, an icon
Yeah.
for Instagram, or it could be, you know, massive on the side of a building.
Yeah.
Which this day and age, I feel like a lot of people are always ranting and raving about. It's vector. You can put it, you know, as big as the side of a building. Where you don't really see logos on the side of a building anymore.
No.
So it's like,
Right.
I think people
Yeah.
can let that one go. You know?
Yeah, we battle with that.
So yeah, next page here on personal branding. That's actually interesting that he had kind of some client stuff and some personal stuff.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if there's a right and a wrong here, but interesting to see
Yep.
showing both sides of it. You know.
Yeah, it's interesting. It looks like there's a story here of the coin design, which is cool. I think I would have moved this page up one and showed it first before getting
Yeah.
into the client work.
I almost think it's just, what's the end case? Like, are you trying to get a job? If so, maybe this is out of the
Yeah,
mix. You know what I
probably
mean?
don't even need it.
If it's just an informational piece about you, kind of maybe how this is, then it is relevant and important. But
Yeah.
now getting into some actual client work here.
So I do like what I'm noticing, the top left. I like that he has a title for every piece. He's
Yeah.
got a little paragraph. It's not huge. It's not a ton of words. It's very quick and straight to the point. He's also calling out, it took him 4 weeks to do this
Oh,
project,
damn. That's
which is kind of
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that. You don't see that often. And honestly, that is a big deal. Like, that's something that, like, when we go to hire somebody or, you know, kind of even work with freelancers, we always do a test project because you can create something amazing, but if it took you 2 months to get there from start to finish, like, it's probably not gonna work here in our studio.
Totally,
You know,
yeah.
we have a lot of like really quick projects and things you need to be able to turn around, you know, a couple logo comps in a couple days.
Totally.
So if it said this took 8 weeks, it'd be like, oh shit, okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, maybe there's some time in there where clients are doing some revisions and it's
Yeah.
adding some time to it.
Absolutely.
That would make sense. But other than that,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it shouldn't take that long. You know.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty cool overall. We got to give one critique here. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on the right page here, the circle badge, we see some lines that are vertical in there, but everything else is kind of circular. So that'd be the only thing that's standing out to me. Where I would just like to see those circular. You know,
Yeah.
nothing too crazy. Could be fixed quickly, but
And I like so the way it's laid out, I like everything on the right is cool, and I think what's on the left, without reading through everything there, is the original logo.
it seems
right?
yeah, it seems so.
Yeah, I would put those two closer together as far as like, you know, rebrand. This is the original. This is the final. Somewhere on here, I think that it's in the bottom left, like, is very detached from what's happening on the right, and without reading that paragraph, you don't associate like, oh, this was the original. You know,
Totally.
so.
And you almost want to flex how good your logo is, and the way to do that is putting that next to the client's crappy logo.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. Yep.
Shoot. So yeah, we got the Wild West Festival next. Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward, pretty cool. He's got his time on there again. Took him 5 weeks to bust this.
Yeah. So there's a weird thing with guitars, like the way the head of the guitar is cut
Yeah.
off. Like, I would have dropped that guitar down. Maybe it breaks the bottom of that oval just to fit the top of
Yeah.
the guitar in there.
It's
you know,
always a
like-
battle. Well, then it's
Yeah.
like, you know, even internally we've done guitars where do you put the strings or do you not put the strings?
Right.
Once you do that, it just the
Yeah.
complexity goes way up,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a pain in the butt, honestly.
Totally.
You know, so
And I'm fine with the no strings and it being very simple.
yeah.
But like at first glance, you're kind of like, is that a thermometer? Like, what am I looking at?
Heck yeah, I mean, he's got his fonts listed down here. Pretty
Yeah.
fun to see, you know.
Yep. All right, moving on. Oktoberfest
Yeah.
25.
It looks like Oktoberfest has 2 pages.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know. To me, it's like I would maybe push to consolidate that down into 1 page.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it's that big, cut the stuff that's not good and just show 1 page.
Yeah, like he definitely probably didn't need to show the extra large, the sizing of the T's and things. Go back one.
Oh,
We seen this change on there, Jake? It's, yeah, cool. Instagram Live's amazing. What I wanted to say was, and then not so much on this, go to the next page. Like the menus, basically, those menus,
Yeah.
something with that September and the 26th, it looks like the font swapped out. Like you didn't have the
Yeah.
font loaded, you know?
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice of fonts.
It's not Myriad Pro, but it's a lot of times that's what it'll default to.
So I would have definitely picked a different font for the date and just even the t-shirts and pricing and stuff like that. But to your point, like I don't think you even needed this page.
Yeah. I mean, it just consolidated all
Yeah.
down to one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's less is more.
Yeah,
Show the
absolutely.
bangers and
Yeah.
cut the mids.
Yep. All right, so moving on to this one. So this is interesting. So I went through this before this, and this was one that it's a different style that isn't really fitting with like the rest of his work.
Totally.
You know.
Yeah. And this particular illustration is not bad at all, but a lot of times we would push you to be one person or be the other person, unless you're the rare case where there's only a couple of them out there that can do both of them really well.
Yeah.
It's like put your eggs in one basket as opposed to again being the kind of the jack of all trades person. And I like the graphics better personally. You know what I mean? So that'd be my critique overall. Is again, actually, it's really not that bad. Better than I can draw personally, but I would just say focus on being a graphic designer as opposed to, I want to be an illustrator. Oh, I want to do 3D. Oh, I want to do all these different things. From a professional standpoint, if you do that for fun at home, that's a different story. But if you're trying to, if you're an electrician, don't be a plumber. Also, just do what you do.
Yeah, because this illustration looks like it took a while.
Oh yeah.
So I'd spend that time.
Hope you got the True Grit stipple
I know,
brush
'cause you had
there.
the stippling going. So yeah, I hope that was a brush.
You
and
might
not,
need a-
not kind of.
You might need a new Apple Pen after that.
If you don't have that, look into True Grit because he'll help you out.
Oh
with
yeah.
that.
What's that? The Bezier buddy.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. We're going in on coins, so.
Yes. No, I think
Guess
I'm
that's
sure-
part of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So moving on. So Daniel Electric here we're looking at.
All right, 2 weeks. Well, hey, we got a fast turnaround here. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yep. So I'm assuming from the other layouts, like this was the old.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't think it is
Damn.
though. Black ribbon design homepage for the first. So okay. Oh. So that's where it gets a little confusing because I think this is part of that badge on the bottom left is part of the design. It's something that he did as a sticker, but the way the page above it in the beginning was laid out, like that was the old logo.
Yeah.
New logo was on the right.
Well, I'm gonna say I like that one best. So hopefully it's not the old one.
Yeah, I think it is the new sticker design. So
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
But that's a good piece, It's it's a logo. Well, kind of a crest, but nowadays it's a logo.
yeah. My only other critique would be that phone number. Like you gotta fit that thing in there somewhere
yeah.
else. If it dropped down and went around the bottom was a little bit smaller but tucked in, I don't think it needed to go over the lightning bolt there and touch the little dude's hand.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
But the badge overall is dope, and maybe that's the new logo. I don't know.
Yeah,
as
I
opposed
would
to being
run
the
with that.
sticker.
Yeah, and even get rid of the illustration, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's solid. All right, so layouts and illustration. So this looks like a collage of kind of different things that he's done, illustration, layout, design, and stuff.
I mean, my first thought is like the way you're going to display the art. You either show it by service or you show it by client. And it started out by client, and it's almost now moving into service where, it doesn't really matter, but maybe just pick one or the other. You know what I mean? And that's kind of something I would lean into.
Yeah. I know he might have felt like, hey, I got to show some layout and illustration,
Totally.
work in here.
Yeah.
If anything, if you're going to do this, break it up into 2 pages because what's on the right is competing with what's on the left.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's layout one page,
Yeah.
illustration the next.
Yep. Layout and illustration again.
Okay.
Which is
yeah.
cool. This is more focused on illustration.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we're tripping out and that first page was all layout.
Yeah.
But cool. You get the vibe of like this is his illustrations, which is cool. So it looks like a lot of different styles. I mean, there's a lot of tattoo kind of work in here, but then like the wolf and SETI Man is kind of crazy.
I mean, it looks like some of this is like he's actually really painting this stuff, which is that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah,
There's a lot of time into that.
yeah, which is cool. And it's cool to see that he does that and he has that skill, you know, because I do think you can apply that skill to branding and logo design, you know, if you're directed in the right way and everything.
Yeah, graphic illustration is like, you know, simple, super effective, and not a lot of graphic designers can hit that mark. So if you're able to hit that mark, you're gonna have a big point of difference.
For sure, yeah.
Last but not least, back cover.
Yeah. So this is why, like, I had flipped through this, you know, and the layout is 2 pages, and it kind of has the shadow. And so you get to the back cover, and you can tell it's a book. It has the ISBN number on there. I would just go in and export this JPEG and cover that up, just so it doesn't look like a book, you know? Because I think that throws me off.
Totally.
You know what I mean? It's like, you sent this to print, and it's your portfolio, cool, but as you should have one on hand that is a PDF.
Totally.
That just looks like a PDF,
Yeah.
you know, and it isn't just like, oh, here's my book.
Yeah.
You know, it's the one that I print. So, and by just taking off that barcode, maybe centering your website page or whatever, I think it just look a lot better and not feel like, oh, you just sent me your book.
Well,
So-
shout out to Coby for sending this in.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got put on blast there for a solid 15-20 minutes. So
Yep.
good on you for
Yeah,
for sending that in, and you followed the instructions and
For
you
sure,
know and
yeah.
all that fun stuff. So
yeah.
shoot, I'm reading a couple other questions down here. I don't know if Jake's got something else lined up for us here, but we could. I got a couple questions here.
Yeah, let's pop into a question and then we'll go back to a portfolio here.
Heck yeah. What's been the hardest project that y'all have had to overcome? I think I know the answer to this, but
The hardest, yeah, it was Hopworks, a beer company.
we got a whole episode on that.
We have an
actually.
episode on
Yeah.
that, yep, the chop up episode, so check that out.
And we've since done a little bit of work for Christian at Hopworks. So,
yeah, and you know, nothing against him or Hopworks, like actually great product. I buy their beer, their Overland beer is great. It was something that just didn't work out. I think we were all on different pages at the time, and you know, and it was like a big kind of rebrand, and yeah, it just kind of went a bit sideways. I'll tell you, like, when you get into like companies that have been around for a long time and they're doing a rebrand, you know, I mean, you look at companies like Pentagram and, you know, doing these massive rebrands. So like, there's nothing harder than like a company that like has a logo, it's been with them for 10, 15, 20 years, you know, and they come to an agency or an outside company to rebrand it, right? To actually sit back and let go and like let us do what we're paid to do.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
It's tough, and that was one that I think, you know, I don't know that they're ready to do it at that point. So
Even hearing
yeah,
you
it's
say
just-
that, it makes me think of the CEO, like to those big companies that Pentagram's redoing their logos versus the whatever co-owner, founder, that are, you know, this logo's their baby. It's been with them.
They
It's
might have
almost like
created it, yeah.
it's like a personal thing. So when you're trying to change that, it's really challenging. Versus
True.
if you're the CEO of a big corporation, probably could care less.
Yeah,
you're
you
like,
can create that,
does
yeah.
this create additional money? Then
True.
let's freaking do it. We got some buzz out there and some marketing
Yeah.
angles. Let's just do it. But I do think a lot of times we're dealing with smaller businesses
Yeah.
in a way, and then they're just married to this logo. It's hard to change, and then all they may see is cost. Like, oh, I got to order new business cards, a new sign, a new this, that, and the other.
Absolutely.
So there's definitely a risk involved with that.
Yep.
And maybe not a direct ROI where they're not like, well, am I going to make double revenue next month or next year? And it's like, well, no.
Yeah.
It may take you 5 years to really see
Yep.
that change.
Yeah. What was it that Jeff Staple?
Oh yeah.
He, if you don't follow Jeff Staple, follow him.
Yeah, he
apparel
has-
designer.
Some quote like that, but it's
Yeah.
basically like there's no direct ROI for this, but what
Yeah.
it is you're cultivating an audience that is going to continue to buy your product or start to buy your product. So
Yeah. Well, then he was like, "Let me ask you this: like, what is the ROI if you don't do this?
Yeah.
You know, if you
Yeah.
just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
so yeah. So, anyways, yeah. I hope that kind of answers the question.
Well, last but not least here from I don't know, Tile King. Damn, if he's doing tile, you should.
Hey,
Brandon.
Brandon Huntsaker started in tile and then ended up working
Yeah.
with us for the last 18 years.
That's
so.
hard work. So
It is hard
they're,
work, yeah.
Well, the question is best advice for a young logo graphic designer. So if you're the tile king and you're actually out here laying tile, just apply some hard work to your logos, and
Yeah.
you're gonna do just fine. Put the time in. What do
Yep.
they say? 10,000 hours or something like that.
Mhm.
Maybe do 20,000 hours if
Yeah.
that's the case. But
For sure. Yep. All right.
heck yeah.
Let's jump into another portfolio here. Jake, we ready? She's up. Good. Cool. All right. So C Hannan Designs. I think we'll find out the C as we jump in here.
All right.
Create a portfolio. So. All right, maybe we won't find out the C. Go straight into the first project. I don't know, maybe it comes later, we'll find out. But I would have a kind of intro page.
Okay,
I would
yeah.
not go straight from that cover into this first project.
Yep.
We have a PDF that's, our portfolio, and that intro page speaks about who Lincoln is. There's a page that shows our clients, the team,
Yep.
You don't have to go that far, but something. Like, I'd love to know who C is, first name.
Yeah.
Like, a little something. But anyway, so jumping in this first page.
Shoot. Do you think we got a resident disc golfer?
Oh yeah, this is disc golf. Oh shoot, yeah, we gotta get Dave over here.
I don't know anything about disc golf.
Yeah.
I thought it was like they were just
So-
throwing frisbees, but
Yeah.
I've since been schooled.
Dave,
So,
can you take a break?
Yeah.
All right.
so what's it? So it looks like a rebrand. I'm assuming for Disc Craft.
Yeah. So back up. Shit, when was this, Dave? I mean, you've been here
This
freaking.
is probably 3 years ago at this point, if you're talking about USDGC.
Yeah, USDG. But even before that, at the old house, when you first started, you were there a couple weeks, and then you had hung some discs next to your desk.
Oh, yeah.
And then somebody's like, "Oh yeah, Dave's like semi-pro disc golf," and I'm like, "What?"
You don't have your trophies with you, Dave?
You got anything on it? No, you don't.
They're in the car right now.
Okay.
My bad. We don't have a lot of wall space in this
Alright.
office for me to hang it up. But
True. So, anyways, Dave knows this space. We ended up landing U.S. Disc Golf Championship.
yeah, the United States Disc Golf Championship, which is a very big and prestigious event in the industry and into the sport.
Yep. Yeah. And so we did a whole rebrand, freaking everything, event graphics, the whole deal. We went out there 2 years in a row, and in some ways, I think we set it up. You did such a great job, and we set it up so well that the first year we gave them so much dope content that then the second year they're kind of like, let's just tweak the logo a little bit. We're still going to run with the same patterns, just change the color. And then I feel like, I don't know, you probably still pay attention, but they had so much good shit that they just kind of were like, we don't need you again because we're going to keep running this.
Yeah, I think their original intentions were kind of just give it a new look every year, similar to what we did for the Do Tour,
Yeah.
but they liked it so much that it kind of turned into like an evergreen
Yeah.
type project.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, let's jump in here. So Discraft, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's one
Is
of
that
the
a
big companies in the
Okay.
sport. This looks like similar to DGC as an event branding
Oh, okay.
Okay.
versus like a brand for the company.
Got it. Okay.
So this is like a badge that they would probably run for this tournament or whatever it is.
So kind of like a Super Bowl type of event in a,
yeah,
in a way.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Maybe not quite that big, but
Yeah.
yeah. I think this is super clean. It's definitely like a sport type of logo. You can kind of get that vibe from it. You see the basket and all the other cues.
I mean, interesting to see that bottom half have some, some stuff going on the left version, but on the right it swaps out, and the I don't know, sponsors in there kind of big. So that's kind of cool. It's like a, I don't know, variable spot where you can almost plug anything in there, which seems to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's it's dynamic. I think if I had any feedback for it, it kind of looks like a lot of other things that are already in the space, which might have been the target goal for this. I don't really know the brief for the project, but
Right.
I think one of the things we did with USDGC came with something that was pretty different from what the space has seen before. So I mean, that
For sure.
would be my feedback for this.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like how, do you want to be, are you maybe a smaller, competition, and you want to kind of like assimilate up in a way, or do you want to really set yourself apart in a way?
Yeah.
What font is that? Do you guys know what font that is? Industry?
Is it?
Well, I don't know.
It might be.
But yeah, they kind
Cool
of
to
blew this
see.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circle badge is kind of fun on
Yeah.
the left, just one color personally, red and white.
It's cool the way
Clean.
they handled the net. What do they call it? Net? chains,
Chains?
and shit. You know, the little net thing. Is it called net? What is it called?
It's called a basket.
A basket.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right, okay. Yeah,
That's not fun.
No, this is cool to see from the original badge we saw on that first page to
Yeah.
all these different variations and the kind of system they developed with it. I think that's very impressive. Show the versatility.
Yeah.
I mean, this button-up shirt. I mean, there's times where I've been at the river in the parking lot, and I see the disc golfers get out to their car to go, disc golf, and this shirt looks on brand all the
Do
way.
a lot of
you
them?
know?
Do you wear a button-up shirt when you go?
No, I
No?
usually just wear like a t-shirt or whatever. And I think the sport itself is funny because you will see guys out there in the button-up shirt, then you'll see other guys with no shirt on carrying a six-pack of beer
Okay.
on the course too. So
That's a whole range.
yeah,
Maybe some marijuana cigarettes as well out there.
quite possibly. I've definitely smelled that before.
Oh, the apparel is interesting. It was, that graphic's like totally different from the whole kit that they've
Yeah.
made, and
Yeah,
nice and wearable.
yeah.
Looks like they're from Missouri.
Yeah, this is really cool to see. I'm not familiar with this event, so I don't know if this is like an actual event or if this was just like a project someone came up with for
Yeah.
a portfolio piece, but this is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that you kind of bring up a good point where sometimes, I've had students send projects over and you can very much tell that it's like schoolwork and it shows. It's pretty boring. So if this happens to be not real, even better because they're taking, the liberty to just do something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, oh, well, I don't have any jobs, so I have nothing to show.
Yeah.
I think, when we hired Jordan, 10 plus years ago,
Yeah.
it was something similar. He was just like making up cool
Yeah, it was,
projects
yeah,
and
Pearl line that he was doing that, kind of got him the job. you
And
know?
it shows,
Yeah. But if it is a real event, what I would do is try and get some photos from the event where the branding is there. That's always kind of the icing on the cake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're not able to make it, maybe you can contact the person,
Yeah.
whoever your contact was, and have them send you some stuff because there's
Absolutely.
always video and photo crews at these types of things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely to Dan's point. What makes it real? It makes it valuable,
Yeah. More apparel, looking good.
All over print shirts, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's you, Dave.
sweet.
All right.
Nice job.
Yeah, so, good work. It was cool to see it kind of blown out and all the different usages of the logo and different versions, which is cool.
Yeah,
Heck
I
yeah.
like it. I think it's clean.
Yeah.
Like I said, my only feedback was it's safe.
Yeah.
But that could be the brief,
Yeah,
and that could
true.
be
True.
the clientele too. So
Very true.
awesome. I'll let you
Okay.
guys get back to it.
Cool. Thanks,
All
David.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I don't think we have a resident traffic safety advisor.
That's probably not
so,
gonna be, no. Cool cool
Yeah.
use of the A,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I think that's fun. It reads well here, when it is
What is it
on
supposed to say?
a dark, I'm not totally sure, it's one of those things where if you live there, you probably know, but, I feel like when you do you got the A with the road in it, right?
Yeah.
It works on the dark ground because the road is black.
Good point.
When
Yeah.
you move that over and it's inversed like that, like now I lost the road.
Yeah, it's an A.
Now it's an A.
Yeah.
It's just a weird shaped A.
I mean, I love when the icon is used in the word mark, because then it can
Yeah.
pull out, it can sit in. That's always like a fun technique. Sometimes hard to achieve, so
Right.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Different.
Yeah,
Right,
showing options and stuff. Always great
Yeah.
to do that.
The pen, mock up, I don't know if I would have went there with it, I think there's a lot of options now for mocking up different, products and merch and stuff.
I mean, maybe that's where AI comes into play, and you help generate something that's custom. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't even know if you need a road safety vest or something like that. But
Yep. Yeah. Go to the next
I
one.
just want to know what is that Octazab? Oh, well,
Yeah.
shit, we
Oh,
got the
there-
vest
there
right
is a
here. All
vest,
right,
yep.
and the cone.
The high vis vest.
All right,
I was wearing a high vis vest yesterday. I had a client tour the factory.
safety first.
Yep,
Dude.
yep. So I would have stopped there. You can have too many mock-ups.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's almost like the further you go down the road of product mock-ups and their mock-ups, the more it starts to look fake.
Totally, yeah.
It's just too much. I think 2 pages of that would have been fine. I don't think you needed the water bottle. So just a thought. It can be too much.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to more disc golf here.
Oh, shoot, all right.
Masters Tour. Yep. So this looks like a lot of illustration work for Innova. That was the disc company, right,
I think so.
Dave? Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Okay.
I think they're the big dogs.
Big
if I had
dogs,
to
right?
guess,
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, he's got the eagle there, hawk, I guess.
I will say just off the rip, it's really hard to illustrate eagles from the front view. So
Yeah.
that's like the main thing I'm seeing is, man, if that head was turned to
Right.
a smidgen,
Yeah.
it'd probably be way better.
Yeah, the head tilt makes it a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we've looked at so many eagle hawks because of all the work we've done for Tony Hawk
Yeah.
and seen Brandon and Damaso and Dave, Tim, all these dudes illustrate hawks in a bunch of different ways. And yeah, and just had them ripped apart and just like whatever. And people go, oh, it's not a hawk, it's an eagle. And I do think, the way the head is handled, like it's a little bit off.
It's just, yeah, that's a hard one to hit.
It
You know what I
is,
mean?
yeah.
So yeah, pop that thing sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake's got something for us
Just
here.
got some notes coming in.
All right. Oh yeah, that's an important one.
Yeah. So moving on, more illustrations for disc golf. One color. These are kind of cool.
Yeah, not mad at it.
Yeah.
Not bad illustrations as well.
The
This is kind of like the classic. Like, do you lean more into graphics? Do you try to be an illustrator and graphic designer? Always a battle. So
Yeah.
I'll defer to you on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you don't know disc golf, like going to the event with Dave and us doing the couple of years of that project, they handle the disc like skateboard graphics kind of. I mean, they're highly illustrated, crazy freaking colors, printing processes. It's pretty cool. So I see where I think they really value in that industry, like illustration.
Got it.
So they're not gonna be cool with just like a really thick line, poppy kind of icon on a disc,
Yeah.
like in even t-shirt graphics. So I do think this probably fits the demo and the disc golf kind of deal. So it's cool. And then
Oh,
here's
well, there you go.
here
Yeah,
you go.
okay.
You kind of see some of that. So
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
one color, kind of gradient floods. The corn dude, look at that guy, Camden Open, corn husk like flying through the air out of isn't that a corn husk?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah,
That's cool. That's funny.
he's having fun for sure.
He
You
is
can
having
tell
fun.
that. Or she.
Yeah.
We don't know who C. Hanna is.
Yeah, true. So yeah, I mean, cool. Looks like, decent illustrator. Looks like a lot of the stuff, I don't know, is done in Illustrator. I like that it's all in one color on the Frisbees.
Totally.
It all holds up,
Yeah.
Like there isn't any weird negative like shit happening.
Yeah, it's nice and balanced.
Yeah, definitely knew how to handle these detailed illustrations in one color, black. And then getting into these, like these are even gnarlier.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the in-house disc golf, person. Like it seems like
Yeah.
he is doing a ton of different stuff for. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a different.
Yeah, Maple Hill Masters. So yeah, cool. I mean, it's a style, that he has set. It looks like.
Oh yeah, these were the pieces we
Oh yeah,
saw.
there's the corn. That's funny. That's cool. I like that. All right, moving on. So Salt City branding. Cool. Yeah, kind of.
Maybe too safe. Kind of getting back to that.
Uh-huh.
Might be a little too safe
Yeah.
for a pest control. You
True.
can have some fun.
Yeah.
Maybe a dead rat or something.
We probably would have thrown something in there that does a little nod to pest control, kind of what you're looking at. I mean, you take that pest control off the bottom, you're never guessing that that's a pest control company.
A lot of times we'll talk about ownability as well and
Yeah.
making it so it's like, you can't just retype something with an S and a C in it. Oh, this works perfectly now for this client. So it's
Yeah.
like doing something to make it where it's like, no, like you cannot reuse this logo. It fits for this person. It's almost like custom built for them.
Yeah.
So that would be like the only critique is try to add a level of ownability to it. I don't know enough about the pest control space. Maybe that's some sort of can of spray or a trap of some kind, but
Let's see what.
yeah.
So blowing it out, yep, one
Some
color.
Fun color theory.
So the one on the left, like there's the shield that holds the SC. Like I wouldn't have done that where you delete basically the SC and then he's putting SCPC in there. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of negative space that really makes it feel really weird when off-brand when you see the original one and it fills that shape,
And if it's a logo, you're almost devaluing the logo in a way by altering it and modifying it like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. So product mock-ups.
I mean, this part is nice. You know what I mean? I would say like if I'm hiring a pest control company and they show up with this, you know, you're
Yeah.
gonna do the job, the price will be fair, and all that stuff.
For sure.
I guess it's like trustworthy in a way.
Yeah. All right, moving on from salt. So pig out in.
All right, we're getting the 10-minute mark here from Jake. Shoot. I mean, we got what were we talking about last year? The Adobe Max stuff.
Yeah. Let's
Hit pig out.
Yeah, let's roll through this. Yeah, so it looks like merch illustrations, you know, t-shirt designs.
I mean, shoot. We just got done with lunch, but some barbecue. I mean, I'm sign me up.
Yeah. They're fun, you know. I like the hot dogs and the stick and the whole deal. Like that's a cool layout. This second page, that first page, there was a lot of shit happening on top of the illustration of the pig.
Yeah.
When you're covering up his eye, both eyes. There just isn't a reason for all that shit to be on top of it. You know, something's got to pop out. You got to let the illustration behind it show through somewhere.
Totally.
To make that layering effect work. And this, yeah, solid, you know, patches, looks good. Fun little pig out barbecue restaurant.
I mean, personally, I love a nice illustration of a structure. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
it's
So
always
that's
fun,
fun,
yeah.
and especially if it matches when you show up and it looks like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Maybe the bottom type could use like a little kerning there with the T, but you know, splitting hairs here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a pig skull. That's fun.
That is fun. I've never seen that. That's cool.
It's kind of trippy a little
Yeah,
bit.
it is. Yeah, then more layouts, t-shirt graphics.
I mean, I love a good parody, so
Uh-huh.
Deadhead, that's nice. That's
Grateful
a
Dead.
good touch.
Yeah.
Nice and wearable. Oh, there it is again.
Yeah, more.
Oh, a couple of them, yeah.
That's cool.
And that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So I think like the beginning, I would have had an intro page, and then you need to have a page, a back cover.
Yeah,
basically,
something,
you know?
yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
contact
like
info.
I want his or hers. Oh, it's Chris. I see
Okay,
it's
all right.
Chris Hannah's portfolio. Should have fucking noticed that. But like website at the end. You know, last
Yeah.
page. It can be a blank page, just website, Instagram link. Like last thing you see is that, you know, in PDF, hyperlink that to go to the website. Like, so if, you know, I get through this and I'm like, wow, this is great, I want to see more, boom, I'm gone, you know, to the
Totally.
website. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But good job, Chris.
Yep, shout out to Coby and Chris.
Yep.
Heck yeah, shoot. All right, well,
All right, we're going to keep rolling because, yeah.
we got 10-ish minutes left, but yeah,
Yep.
shoot. So it's Thursday. Tomorrow, Jake and Tim are going to pack up the van, and they're heading on down to LA.
Yeah.
It's going to be a solid, I don't even know, 18,
Yeah,
20-hour
it's,
drive.
Yeah, it's about 18 hours from here to LA, so they're taking the mobile design unit down there for Adobe Max.
Oh yeah, and they're pulling it into the actual convention center.
And doing event centers, got to be in there Sunday night, so they'll pull it in, start setting that shit up.
Oh yeah.
You and I fly down on Monday. We got a presentation, or I don't know what you call it, mic check.
Oh yeah.
Monday night, and then
Yeah.
we'll head over to the booth, try and get that all dialed, and then Tuesday morning it opens.
Yeah, so the event's Tuesday to Thursday. I mean,
Yep.
Adobe Max. You probably heard about it if you're watching this. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe the biggest design conference that at least I'm aware of.
Uh-huh.
Your who's should be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Get to hang out with Christy.
Yeah, I mean,
Christo will be there.
the lineup's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, even within the booths, I'm excited to
Mhm.
see what other booths that are there, what other
Yeah.
vendors, and that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'll probably bring a couple extra bucks, you know, in case
Yeah.
I see some patches or something.
sure.
It's always easy to spend some money at those kind of events, but
Absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
And then we do a talk on Thursday, 11 a.m. or
something like that. Yeah.
11:45 or something on Thursday. So if you get a chance, pop into that if you're down there. Also, if you haven't bought a ticket, we have a discount code. That's Lincoln, all capital letters, Lincoln 25. At checkout, it should take $400 off the ticket.
Wow.
It is expensive.
Well, you're saving $400.
Yeah,
alone
no, for
just
sure.
that.
It's a big help for
Damn.
sure. So yeah, so it should be cool. You know, there's 400 different like sessions and labs and different talks.
And it's downtown LA, the convention center.
Yeah, which kind of butts up to, I think it's the Crypto Center or
what
whatever.
used to be the Staples Center.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's all this really cool area. I went 2 years ago when it was in LA and saw Christy talk and everything. And it's a cool location. So
And
it's
then,
fun.
so we'll be vending there
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We
Yeah.
got some new hats.
So yeah, we got new hats. We'll be selling there.
Of course, the book will be
Yeah,
there.
we got the book.
Sketchbooks.
We got new sketchbooks from Danique. They hooked up. Trevor's printing us a bunch of shit as well.
These are nice, by the way.
Those are nice. Yeah, you don't know, if you don't know, Danique notebooks, like they make amazing notebooks. You can actually make, not these, because these are leather, but their other notebooks, you can make one, put your face on there, go online, put a photo, hit print, it'll
it-
show up at your door.
Give it to your mom for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna be
Yeah,
hyped.
yeah. So these are really nice. These are the nicest ones we've ever made, kind of embossed leather. This I kind of always loved, which it's just craft lined paper. I think it's a little different, a little unusual. I don't do a lot of sketching. I do a lot of notes, so this
Yeah,
thing
this
comes
is
in
nice,
handy.
dude.
Yeah, and that's just the sketchbook. So those will be there. We'll have some skateboards. We got a bunch of shit to load up.
And there'll
so-
be what, six of us there at the booth?
Yep, so it's gonna be, you and I, Jake and Tim are driving down, Mark Bricky will come over, so it'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
all five of us kinda hanging out. Slinging merch, we're gonna try and do a pop-up, chop-up style,
Oh, yeah.
something,
Yeah.
probably walk around, interview people. I'm not sure we've done that at DesignerCon, they're up on, the YouTube channel, but, DesignerCon, we were able to like set up an area next to the RV, kinda out in the aisle,
Yeah.
and they were fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't think Adobe's gonna be fine with like a setup really.
Fire marshal might
Yeah,
get you on
Fire
that.
Marshal Bob will come through, so we'll see how we handle it, but we will. Jake will have everything to kind of do that. I know you guys walked around one time like full like, hey,
New style.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Jake. I think
Yeah.
we'll see what the attendees are like. If it's
Totally.
a bunch of suits, maybe not. But if it's kind of like peers, we'll probably
Yeah.
walk around and ask the old classic vector or raster and really dive into the
Yeah,
stuff that all the designers want to know. you
yeah,
know?
yeah. So it should be cool. We have our talk. I'm excited about that. So yeah.
And then shoot, if you are there, our talk is going to be on just like general branding. It doesn't
Yeah.
really get into like, we're not going to teach you how to do Bezier curves and all that fun stuff. But it's kind of
Yeah.
high level theory based branding, so that's always fun. And,
Yeah, it's not a portfolio show of ours either.
which
so,
you could just go on our website and see that.
yeah,
So
yeah. So it should be cool. We're excited about it. It's been a long time since went to Max 2 years ago and did a small vending thing, but never spoke there. So
and now the van will be in there,
Yeah,
so that'll
yep.
be pretty big.
yep, new
And
van.
shoot, who we're there next to Monotype and
Canon cameras, I think Monotype, LinkedIn, and then
Shoot.
Adobe.
Damn.
Like there's a bunch of. We have a 20x20. Draplin has a 20x20, and then there's like the marketplace or something. So yeah.
it's gonna be great, dude.
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
Yep. Yeah. So it'll be fun. A lot of work to get all the shit together
Oh,
and
yeah.
packed up in the van, and obviously Jake and Tim driving down there 2 days and 2 days home, and it's a commitment, but it'll be fun. So if you're down there, come out, check it out, say hi, stop by the booth,
Yeah.
let's hang out. So
Dan's signing books all day. So
yeah,
come,
so is
bring your
Dustin.
Sharpie.
Yep. So yeah, what else we got?
Well,
We-
I think you got something here.
No, this is the Adobe thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we ran through that.
Heck yeah.
Um,
Any other questions in the chat?
Yeah, Jake, you see anything we should be addressing here?
Give me just 1 second.
All right.
Anybody back there watched or seen anything?
Haven't seen anything. Nathan? Anybody?
Tim?
How do you guys improve your skills and learn new techniques, whether it's design or illustration?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah. So how do you improve your skills and your techniques as a designer or illustrator? So I mean, shoot, for me, it's like a lot of us here have like little side projects we do. So that's always something. Go home at night, have your nice fun side project. Within that space, there's no parameters. You can do whatever you want. There's no client saying no. And with that, you can kind of just have fun and explore. And then while you're having fun, you're just going to end up, finding these new techniques and doing new things. And you'll be able to bring that into the studio the next day or next week and be able to be like, oh shit, I found out this cool technique. Like, let's implement that in this project. So
Yeah.
it's almost just like keep working at it, keep having fun, and then you're gonna just by default come up and find these new techniques and stuff. And again, it's different without the client saying, okay, I want it to be a circle badge, one color on this. If you just kind of are doing it yourself, you're gonna explore and find new stuff.
Yeah, because, go ahead, Jay.
Then next, we have 1 minute left. The last question is from Camden, and he's asking best new brand in 2025.
Ooh.
New brand. All right. Well, what's up, Camden?
Shout out to Camden.
It's got the Siga studio in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Best new brand of 2025. That's a great question. Are we talking brand redesign? We going Cracker Barrel here, or are we talking actual new brand?
I think you might be probably talking brand apparel.
Yeah,
you know,
shit.
like,
New.
um,
That's a hard one.
yeah, that is a hard one. Shoot. You keep up on it more than I do nowadays.
Man, I mean, there's just it's like a lot now.
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, everywhere. And, with the tools are easy, more accessible. Everyone's got a brand these days. It's
All
definitely
hop
hard to keep up on all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not new by any means, but like something like Warren Lotus is fun to me because it's great art, as well as the owner's just wild and crazy, and his marketing techniques are so different. I mean, he's just out there on Instagram doing some different stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the first one that comes to mind. I mean, shoot, that might be something we kick to the team member here in the back and see if any
Yeah. Tim? Brand? Apparel?
favorite
Or-
brand of the year.
I don't know any new brands this year. So
No?
guys.
I mean, I'm gonna also call it Cheatin' Snakes. I mean, it's been around for a while, but always doing some funky, weird stuff, and it's kind of staying on the cutting edge of just I don't know. It's just good stuff. I mean, so
Yeah,
much so,
yeah.
Post Malone hired him to do all of his everything. So
Yeah.
those are 2 Instagram brands that
Yeah.
that really speak to me.
Jillian?
New brands?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe not even apparel.
nothing.
Nothing?
Salahi's new brand, shoe brand.
There you go.
Be fun to follow.
Yeah, Salahi Benberry, one of the, I would say, better shoe designer of our time, just made his own actual shoe company, which is freaking crazy.
That's crazy.
It's one thing to silkscreen some t-shirts, but to make a
Yeah.
freaking shoe, that's like, I mean, what's the minimums on those, and what are the molds? I think I've heard molds are hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
and dude used to work at Payless, so he understands how to design a shoe from a
That's
kid to a mom to the dad and everything in between. And
Yeah.
since made legendary shoes for New Balance and Crocs. He made kind of Crocs cool again in a way. So that'll be a fun one to keep up with. Good,
Yeah.
good answer there, Jordan.
Yeah. Cool. One more?
No?
No?
Done?
We're done? Did it shut off?
No.
Oh. It just fucking died? Like, all right. Cool. So we're at an hour. We have like work to do here, so
Yep.
trying to keep this thing to an hour because we could honestly kind of just ramble on, and I think we could have some good conversations. But yeah, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Anybody got anything they want to hop in?
No, thanks everybody for watching the stream.
All right.
Yes.
We're streamers now.
Brandon Case, anything?
What's up? How you doing?
He's stressed out over there. He's got a lot of projects juggling.
Guy back in the shadows.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Yep, definitely got to do the streamer thing. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, comment.
Yep.
Maybe next time we'll be on Twitch. Who knows?
And at some point, 100 will come to you from somewhere
Oh yeah,
wild.
something
so,
fun. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, any ideas for episode 100?
Yeah.
Put it in the chat.
Even guests to have on, projects, kind of whatever.
Yeah, we're open.
Yeah, we're open. We kind of struggle to, I don't want to say struggle, but like I said, we're working. We want to do some more project kind of deep dives. We just need to pull them out and kind of organize them. We have some hit lists as far as people we want to have on. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas as well, let us know. We're open.
Heck yeah.
So
Cool.
cool. Thank you.
Later.
Out.